Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're going to have a look at the weather week ahead for today's video. So as always on Saturday, we've got your detailed week ahead look out, and I should get on that for you in a moment. Just say that the first video today was our 6 AM upload, and we'll also release the ECM WF42 dates / 6 weeks ahead as well, focusing on the UK and Ireland. So please check out those two if you'd like to. Back with a 10 to 14 day coming up for you later on. We'll break the features, so that will be a little bit later on this afternoon. Please like, share, subscribe on videos. Thank you so very much, everybody, for doing that. Thank you to the Weather Outlook and Veta for supplying the data. Also, thanks both. And we'll get on with it, I think. So, going to begin with the latest radar image. Many places have been dry through this morning, but we have had some heavy showers through southwestern parts of Scotland, 1 or 2 through Northern Ireland, and 1 or 2 in northwestern England. But most places have been dry this morning and will continue to be so. Reason is that high pressure bridging in from the southwest, although we have got a southwesterly wind through Scotland, and that's bringing a little bit more cloud and those showers to southwestern parts of Scotland. So, for the rest of today, many places will stay dry with good sunny spells, but there will always be more cloud up to the northwest, and we'll have further showers through western and southwest parts of Scotland, 1 or 2 through Northern Ireland, through a few through northwestern England. Many places, though, will stay dry today. A little bit on the cool side, temperatures ranging from 10 to 15 degrees, but not feeling too bad in the October sunshine. Overnight tonight, this area of low pressure gets closer to western Scotland. That will bring freshening wind and more cloud through Northern Ireland and Scotland. Maybe a few outbreaks of rain heading towards the Outer Hebrides by the end of the night. Much of England and Wales, though, will stay dry with long clear spells. Could be 1 or 2 mist and fog patches. It will get quite cold through parts of mid-Wales, central England, the Midlands, East Anglia. You'll see temperatures going down to like 2 or 3 degrees. So it's probably low enough for some ground frost in a few places. A mild night further north, as this southwesterly wind picks up. So, Scotland, Northern Ireland, probably seeing the temperature rising through the night at around 7 or 8. Tomorrow, low pressure deepens around Iceland. That sends a weather front into the northwest. So outbreaks of heavy and persistent rain will spread southeastwards through Scotland and Northern Ireland, driven in by strengthening southwest winds. England and Wales will stay mostly dry, but sunshine will turn hazier through the afternoon. A little bit milder tomorrow. Temperatures between around 12 and 17 degrees, although feeling cool, of course, in wet, windy weather up in the north. Overnight, sunny to Monday. That weather system will come southwards and eastwards. Will take the band of rain from Scotland to Northern Ireland, drop it south into northern England, Wales and the Midlands. The rain will turn more showery in nature as it does so. Much of the south and southeast probably stays dry on Sunday night, and then following along behind we'll have the clear spells and blustery showers. And then into Monday itself, that system will push into south and move away. As it does so, though, it's running into high pressure, so by the time this rain gets into East Anglia, southern southeast England, we'll only have very light patchy rain, just dribs and drabs through the morning on Monday, and then it'll clear away with brighter skies following along behind. Mostly dry then for Northern Ireland, England, Wales, over this ridge, although there could be some showers with this northwesterly wind across Scotland. Temperature becoming a bit colder again on Monday, ranging from around 9 to 15. It's Tuesday, high pressure is reaching through the country, so a mainly dry day to come on Tuesday. It will be quite cold to begin with, ground frost in some places, but to compensate, there should be plenty of sunshine, maybe a little cloud rain moving into western Scotland by the end of Tuesday afternoon. Temperature, perhaps a degree up, 10 to 16, but not too far from average. Wind trough moving south and east across country on Wednesday, but take some showery bursts from Scotland and Northern Ireland, and then moving southwards into England and Wales. Many places will miss those showers, but there could be a few heavy ones mixed in, and it'll turn brighter behind that showery band in Scotland and Northern Ireland. Temperature probably a little bit higher again, around 11 to 17. Thursday, we'll have a little ridge of high pressure through the country ahead of this deepening area of low pressure in the Atlantic. So Thursday should be a mostly dry day with sunny spells. A few scattered showers here and there. And by the end of Thursday afternoon, Northern Ireland, Western Scotland could be seeing the first signs of some wet and windy weather. Temperature is probably pleasant on Thursday, up to around 12 to 17 once again. Could be cold early and late, though, in the south and east. And then into Friday, looks a little bit stormy as low pressure sweeps in off the Atlantic. So a band of heavy and persistent rain sweeping across all parts of the country, probably on Friday. Also driven in by some strong winds. They could reach gale force across parts of Scotland and maybe Northern Ireland and Northern England as well. Have to watch out for that later on next week on Friday could turn a little bit stormy up in the north with heavy rain sweeping through the country. Obviously, temperatures will be cooler as well, back to around 10 to 15 once more. And then into next weekend, looks very unsettled. Low pressure is around the country on both Saturday and Sunday. The devil's in the detail with this. It could turn quite cold for Scotland. Elsewhere, probably just persistent outbreaks of rain coming and going through much of the weekend. Perhaps relatively mild in the south, cold in the north, but again, got to wait and see how that all works itself out. Finally, to have a look at charts from the weather outlook. So much of the country will be dry today, but have got me showers across the northwest. Plenty of sunshine as well today. Very, very nice day to get out and about, having a walk. Tomorrow will turn wet and windy through Scotland and Northern Ireland, but England and Wales will stay dry. The sunshine will turn increasingly hazy though through the course of the day. We get rid of that rain overnight, certainly to Monday, or certainly through Monday morning. Anyway, in the south where it will be very light and patchy. And then most places dry, but sunshine will be a little bit on the cool side though on Monday. Tuesday looks like another mostly dry day in most parts of the country. And Wednesday, probably mainly dry, but there could be some showers moving in from the north and west. Every Thursday and Friday, it's a case of watching that wet and windy weather coming in from the Atlantic. Yes, we could see a little bit of snow turning up maybe over high ground in Scotland by the end of Friday if we get wind into the north. Right then, so in summary, it's going to be a mixed week ahead, but it's going to be a lot of dry and fine weather to enjoy. So, but today, plenty of dry weather. We'll have wet and windy weather in the northwest tomorrow. Rain becomes light in patches as it moves southwards overnight, so into Monday. Then relatively dry for the early part of next week. By the end of next week, probably going into wet and windy weather. Temperatures never all that far from the seasonal average. We'll be back shortly with your 10 to 14 day with all our break features, so come back for that. But for this weekend forecast, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.